In this question, a rope of length 40 meter is cut into two pieces and two squares are made on the floor with them. The sum of the areas enclosed by the rope is 58 meters square. If the length of one piece is taken as x, what is the length of the other piece? Question number 2. What are the length of the sides of the squares made on the floor? Question number 3. Write the given fact about area as an algebraic equation. The information given here is the sum of their areas is 58 meters square. Then the last question is, what is the length of each piece? Actually, this is the only question. The other three, as I said before, are hints to help you, because these three are the answers of these three questions are the inevitable steps to answer the last question. Therefore, let us begin. The length of the rope is 40 meter. In the first question, if one part of that is taken as x, what is the length of the other part? In the total length 40, if one part is taken as 10, the other part is 40 minus 10. Therefore, if one part is taken as x, the other part is 40 minus x. Then, if with these two pieces of ropes, two squares are made, we have to answer the second question, what are the length of the sides of the squares? If the length of one piece, the first piece is x, if we make a square by using this rope of length x, the length of that side will be 1 by 4th of x, that is equal to x by 4. If the length of the first piece is x, and if we make a square with that rope of length x, it will be 1 by 4th of x. And if we make a square by the length 40 minus x, length of one side of the square will be 1 by 4th of this, that's equal to 40 minus x by 4. So, in the second question, the answers are, that is the length of the sides of the ropes are 4x by 4 and 40 minus x by 4 are the length of the sides. To answer the third question, write the given fact about the areas as an algebraic equation. It is given that the sum of the areas of these two squares is equal to 58. Therefore, area of the first plus area of the second is equal to 58. So, what will be the area of the first square with side of length x by 4? This will be the square of x by 4. What is the square of x by 4? X square by 4 square. So, this is x square by 4 square. Then, what is the area of the second square with side of length 40 minus x by 4? It will be the square of this, that's equal to 40 minus x whole squared by 4 square, that is 40 minus x whole squared by 4 square. Sum of these two areas is equal to 58. If you write it as an equation, it will be like this: x square by 4 square plus 40 minus x whole squared by 4 whole square is equal to 58. This is the required equation. So, let's move down. Here, in order to answer the last question, we have to find out the length of the ropes. We have to solve this x. So, here the denominator is 16, x square by 16, and if we expand this, that is 40 minus x whole square is in the form a minus b whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here a is equal to 40, therefore 40 square minus 2 into ab means 40 into x, that is equal to minus 80x. Then here b square, here instead of b we have x, therefore this x square plus x square divided by this 16 is equal to 58. Here the denominator of these two terms is equal to 16. To avoid the denominators, it is better to multiply throughout by 16. Here you can provide 16 here in the numerator, here in the numerator the second term, here along with the last right hand side. You are multiplying throughout by 16. Then what will happen? Here this 16 that we provided and this 16 will be cancelled, and here we had provided 116 and that 16 and this 16 got cancelled. Therefore it will be x square plus 40 square minus 80x plus x square. Here this 16 will remain there, therefore 58 into 16. So x square plus x square, that's equal to 2x square. Here is one term containing x, you can write it first, that is minus 80x. This 40 square is equal to 1600, that is equal to the product of these two is equal to 928. For the completion of squares, let us divide throughout by 2 because these are all even numbers. Make the half of all the terms, that is half of 2x square is x square. 80 by 2 is equal to 40. This 1600 divided by 2 is 800 and half of this is equal to 464. Now keeping these terms containing x on this side and take this to this side. Therefore it will be x square minus 40x is equal to 464 minus 800, that is equal to minus 336. So in order to make it a perfect square, we have to add the square of the half of the coefficient of x on both sides. That means the square of the half of the coefficient of x means this coefficient of x here is 40. Half of it is 20. Therefore 20 square has to be added on both sides. Therefore if we add 20 square on both sides, it will be like this: x square minus 40x plus 20 square is equal to minus 336 plus 20 square, that is equal to 400. That is, if we are adding this 400 with this, we will get 64. Therefore this 64 can be written as plus or minus 8 whole square, and this is of the form a square minus 2ab plus b square. Therefore we can write it as the form a minus b whole square. That is, here a is x, b is 20, therefore x minus 20 whole square is equal to plus or minus 8 whole square. Taking square root on both sides, we can write x minus 20 is equal to plus or minus 8. Therefore we can split. If we take the positive value only here, x minus 20 is equal to 8, therefore x is equal to this 20, here it is plus 20, therefore 8 plus 20, that is equal to 28. Then if you take the negative value on the other side, x minus 20 is equal to negative 8, therefore x is equal to negative 8 plus 20, that is equal to 12. Therefore these are the two values of x actually, but if we take x is equal to 28, the other part 40 minus x is equal to 12, and if x is equal to 12, the other part 40 minus x will be 28. Therefore the length of the pieces are 28 meter and 12 meters.